Hey everyone, what's going on, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be opening a Upper Deck 2025-26 Hockey Series 1 box. This one has 24 cards in it. So let's just jump straight into it. So for a little bit of backstory, because this video is a little bit random, recently I've definitely gotten into collecting and trading for hockey, baseball, and football cards. So I thought I'd just hop on here and open one of these Upper Deck Series 1 boxes. Of course, we can get our Young Gun rookie cards in here. These ones are quite nice. I have been eyeing up a few just to buy single cards just on different websites and whatnot as well. So let's jump straight into it. So starting off here, I've already opened up the pack here. We have a Filip Forsberg card here. He's with the Nashville Predators. I do really like the new kind of design for Upper Deck. I'm not sure if they've done this for a year or two. I've kind of been out of the card game for quite a few years now, and honestly haven't gotten one of these packs in quite a while. So I do like kind of what they've done. I really do like this. The one thing I would change is that it is kind of hard to actually see the name on here. Like I can tell, I've tried messing with the lighting and whatnot in my area as much as I can, but unfortunately you can't really see the name. So moving on now, we have Artem Zub from the Ottawa Senators. This is a decently nice card as well. Once again, I do quite like the red kind of swoosh-ish thing here, so it's not just kind of straight across with the name. But yeah, still kind of same thing for this card. It is still hard to see even if I do move it closer with the lighting and kind of the color of the name of the card and how it all blends in. So moving on, we have Pageau from the Islanders. Once again, this is an awesome photo. As someone who does take a lot of photos and is a bit of a photographer, I've done a ton of sports photography, but this is a pretty wicked photo. We have Ben Chiarot from the Detroit Red Wings. That's a decent photo there as well. Now we got Seth Jarvis, Carolina Hurricanes. Now, a bit of a backstory here. I quite like Seth Jarvis. I would say he's probably one of my favorite players on the Carolina Hurricanes. I personally am not a huge Hurricanes fan. I'll support them in the playoffs and whatnot, but Seth Jarvis is someone who I do really like. And now, moving on, someone from the Dallas Stars, Miro Heiskanen. Interesting. This is someone who I have talked about recently potentially getting traded from Dallas. I think it would be a big ask, but you do never know. Once again, I really do like the green bit here. I just love the extra bits of color. Up next from Chicago Blackhawks, Jason Dickinson. It's a cool card. After that, once again, another card from Nashville. McCarron? I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's a cool photo. He's obviously playing against Dallas here. You can kind of see the bit of green and the Stars logo as well as the green down there. And we got someone, I believe, from Anaheim now. This is a sideways card, this next one. Mintyukov. Sweet. This is an awesome card. Pavel Mintyukov, for those who don't know, super highly regarded Ducks prospect. And this is honestly one of the cards I've been looking for quite a while, and they're extremely hard to find. Yeah, no, that's a wicked card. And we got our first glossy, and it looks like Mark Stone, the Vegas Golden Knights. Personally, not one of my favorite players. I think it's a cool card to have of him. You know, veteran player, captain. He's captained this team for quite a few years now. And we got a Tim Stützle Encore card. That is an awesome card. That is so cool. And I'm still getting back into all this card collecting and whatnot, so I'm not quite sure off of prices off the top of my head, and I kind of just honestly go off of mainly just the look of them, but this Encore is sick. This is so cool. So I'm going to probably just chuck that card up here most likely, just to display kind of as our top card. We got our first Young Guns. It's a canvas Young Guns. Dylan Duke. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I've never heard of them. I don't know a ton about the Tampa Bay Lightning and their upcoming prospects and whatnot. But that is a wicked card. And it looks like we have another one. We got Stuart Skinner. Edmonton Oilers, of course, he just got traded. Tracking Systems card. Of course, he's actually now off in Pittsburgh. Playing there. He got traded for Tristan Jarry. Would have been about a month ago, so obviously it would kind of make sense if they haven't printed any new cards. It's still a relatively new trade. Of course, it did happen on the same day as that Quinn Hughes trade that really no one saw coming. So just kind of another look there. That's a pretty awesome looking card. Okay. Maybe another Young Guns? Yes, we do. Dvorsky from the Blues. That's a cool card as well. Dvorsky's one I've kind of followed for quite a while now. Someone who is big into playing all the NHL games and whatnot. This is, of course, someone who always pops up when you're in the later years of franchise mode, who sims quite well. So, looks like we got another custom here. Jack Hughes. Compositions. That is a nice card as well. If I can find the prices for some of these as well, or the value, I'll put them up on screen. I'll just have them pop up in a corner or something like that. That is a wicked card. That is a super, super, super cool card. I'm going to chuck this one up here as well as with this Encore Tim Stützle. So, next card we got Kulich from the Sabres. He's actually playing my team, the Calgary Flames, in this photo. That's a cool photo. I think kind of really in the middle of the action. I want to say, I'm trying to figure out who that is from the Flames behind him. I can't figure out if that's, kind of looks a little bit like Joel Farabee maybe. Yeah, that's a cool card. From the Vancouver Canucks now, Kiefer Sherwood, once again playing my Calgary Flames. That looks like a big man Adam Klapka behind him there maybe. But yeah, Kiefer Sherwood card, that's a home game, of course, so that would have been last year at some point, I'm sure. That is a super, super cool card. I know a couple people who would be a little bit jealous of me pulling this card, who are big Kiefer Sherwood fans. Of course, another person as well who could be up in the air for some trade rumors too. So, next card back to Vegas. Another Mark Stone. So that's the second Mark Stone we've pulled in this game. It's kind of another really cool action shot, but another duplicate there for us. So like it's coming from Toronto Maple Leafs, maybe. Bobby McMahon. That's a cool card. Not quite sure how much some of these are going to be worth, but yeah, I'll put, if we got some decent ones, or I'm not sure, I'll see in the editing what I can do and what I can find for some of these. If I can find some of the values and I can put them in the top corners. So Colorado Avalanche. Parker Kelly. Oh, I love it. Once again, a bottom six franchise mode in Shell legend for super easy, low value to trade for and whatnot. So it's kind of cool to actually pull his card here. It's like we got another sideways, I don't know if that's the New Jersey Devils there. Stefan Noesen. Cool, kind of cool in their, I want to say City Connect, but that's baseball. Alternative jerseys. I do quite like these ones for New Jersey. They're quite simple. I gotta say they do kind of look like a ref though, I'm not gonna lie. So we got another sideways card. It looks like San Jose. It's like Askarov. I'm not sure if it's Askarov or Askarov, so forgive me if I've gotten that one wrong. That's a cool one to pull as well. That could have potentially been a Young Guns probably from last year, most likely, if you're pulling Askarov here. Once again, another highly regarded Sharks prospect. Okay. Carolina Hurricanes. Jackson Blake. It looks like we got one more card after this one. From the LA Kings, Anze Kopitar. Of course, the man who's captained the team for many, many years, but is actually retiring this year, unfortunately. So that is a kind of cool final card to pull. Anyway, so thank you everyone for watching this video. I apologize if it was a bit of a shorter one here, as I'm just going to display this Encore Tim Stützle card a little bit more, as I quite like this one. As well as this Jack Hughes card as well. These were probably the big two that we pulled, maybe the Skinner one as well. Potentially that's kind of around here somewhere on my desk. maybe the Young Guns portrait card as well. But yeah, thank you for everyone who has watched until now. I'm hoping to do maybe a couple more of these here and there, but I hope everyone enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you think of these cards, as well as some other cards you guys have been pulling recently, and we'll see you next time.